Hey, Gender Tweakers, Maddie here. I'm supposed to be posting on Tuesdays, but hey, I don't think the person in charge really cares when we post, as long as we post. Um, anyway, this week's topic is gender and the media. Um, from the media I've seen, the official media, that I've seen, from news stations, is, doesn't really put us in a very good light. Our subculture, per se, is very frowned upon because we go against the gender norms, which is just, gender itself is just society built. Some transgender people that have been caught on the news haven't made us look very well because they've done crimes. The best thing I've seen on the news, or on TV, or on YouTube, for transgenderism is a show called Sex Change Hospital, starring Marcy Bowers, which is the leading gender reassignment surgeon in the US, and probably in the world. There's, in East Tennessee, where I'm from, there's not a whole lot for transgenders. There's very little support groups. There is LBGT, but the media frowns upon it. In my current county where I live, it was put on the news that a homosexual family house was vandalized, and they got harassed. Their house was almost burned. So I am definitely looking forward to leaving the county I'm living in before I get discovered. Now, media also plays a role, if you consider the porn industry as media. That sort of portrays us in a negative side too, because they think that transgender, she-males anyway, men, girls with dicks, all those other bad names we can be given, that we're only good for media, for porn, drag shows. Not saying that a lot of that's good or bad. If you can find a way to make money, that's a good thing. But the way the media sees it is, we're only there for entertainment. That apparently we have no ordinary lives outside of entertainment. Sort of a sideshow at a circus. The freak. Yeah, of course, freak. It's a person with boobs, looks like a woman, but has a penis. That's a freak show. Same could be said for hermaphrodites. But, I'm not really categorizing them under transgender people, although their lives are just as difficult as ours. Although they've had to go through all their lives, whereas we struggle with finding our identity and then being that identity. I don't really know a lot. Media anyways with, okay, the movie Boys Don't Cry doesn't really portray a negative or a positive. It just portrays the fact that, even though we don't want to out ourselves to our friends and family, sometimes it might be best to do so. and say that we're transgenders so that we can avoid crimes of rape, harassment, but I'm not saying that you should. It's up to you whether you feel comfortable enough to do that or not. But that movie does show that if you lie to get what you want and you lie about who you are, very bad things can happen. And that movie is based on real facts that happened in the early 90s. And if you want the real story, just look up Tina Brandon and you'll get the whole story. Or you can watch the movie, because the movie is not far off from the true events. But the true story and documentations on that are very, very in-depth into what actually happened in real life. It's a shame that the media can't, and the world does not accept a third gender class, if you want to say that. Although I would say I'm not a third gender class. I'm still sticking to the binary code. I am just changing from a 1 to a 0. You know, 1 meaning we have penis, 0 meaning vagina. That's at least how I look at the binary code. You know, I was always a 0 on the inside and a 1 on the outside, and all I'm doing is making it 0 and 0 instead of 0, 1. So media doesn't give us very good light for people to know about us, to understand us, to accept us. Granted, the Tyler Show does a good thing when she was on the air, with stories about transgender kids and teenagers, and how the suicide rate is high because society doesn't approve of it and the parents deny it. The Jerry Springer Show is a very bad example of transgender. My opinion on Dr. Phil is that he does not think that transgenderism is a legitimate medical issue, and that you should try to be the biological gender of your birth. I don't like him. I think he's wrong. In fact, I know he's wrong. And that was me looking at footage of that show with an objective mind, not just as a transgender, but just as a person in general. It's wrong to say that something is not right, and that it's a psychological thing and you can fix it. The only mental health way to fix this issue is to do a medical transformation. We can't hide from these feelings. We can't put it away. It's the same as a gay person. You can't deny being gay. You can't deny having those feelings. And transgender people can't deny their feelings either. So there's not very many positives that media has out there for us. I'm hoping that that will improve in time. But I think we're still looked upon as a freak show, and something that should not be part of society. And that's sad that that's the way it is. But there's my video for this week. Hope that I can post next week. I don't know. The one I'm staying with is tight on money, and I don't have enough money to help with paying the electric. It might get cut off tonight. That's why I was making this today, because tomorrow I might not have electricity. But hey, we're all on tough times. So, I don't know if I'll be able to post next week or not. Time can only tell. So, bye everybody.